Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between Hyuk and GARIMTO here on Medusa. Right side of the map, it is the orange Zerg player Hyuk, and on the left side of the map, it is the red Protoss player GARIMTO. I don't think I've ever cast a game with this guy, but he won OSL 2001 and 2002 back-to-back. He was the first StarCraft player ever to win 2 OSLs. And the second player was Zhang Bi, so he's in good company. Alright, I don't think I've ever cast a match featuring GARIMTO, and that is an oversight on my part, because again, he is an excellent Protoss player. Okay, so this is Medusa, which was introduced in 2008. Well, Medusa was introduced then. Medusa was introduced to fix some problems with the map Medusa, so even later than that. So, I don't know. I feel like at this point, GARIMTO is a little bit past his prime. Hyuk is the young Zerg player eager to prove his worth against the legend GARIMTO. He was very active on the forums back in the day, and that led to people just, you know, thinking that he is just a cool dude, right? Because what is more cool than going on forums and talking about StarCraft? Anyway, it's an overpool here from Hyuk. I'm going to assume it's going to be a Forge Fast Expand based on the location of this pylon. It's a 3-player map, Medusa. I have cast a couple of games on this map recently. It's a very, very weird map. Once again, low ground for your main. Ramp up to a very easy to take natural if you want it, but it's only minerals. And high ground over your minerals, over your tech structures, over your hatchery, and accessible through this Protoss temple. I'm not entirely sure why these mineral fields are here. Because if you destroy the temple, units can get past them and up this. I don't know. It's very strange, is what it is. Maybe because somebody can tell me. I believe what it might actually do is give additional access for bigger units to get... We'll see. We'll see if somebody knocks this thing down in this game. But it might give access for bigger units like tanks, or like Ultralisks or Archons to get through here, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's go ahead and unreveal the map. Another thing about this that changed is the middle used to be high ground, and so Terrans would just perch tanks on the high ground, and Protoss would be like, come on! What are we supposed to do about this? It was really annoying stuff. So they made that just low ground from that point on. A lot of lings made here from Hyuk. This is 8. This is more than the standard 4 to 6. So definitely Cannon 1 and Cannon 2 are necessary here. And then a Nexus on the follow. So smart scouting, obviously. Expansion coming in. The lings, are they going to go for it is the question. I don't know. Like, what's our vision here? He sees the 2 cannons. He sees the gateway coming up. He's not even going for this. This is very strange. Like, you're going to make this many Zerglings and sit back? Obviously, it's not Zealot pressure because the gateway's not done yet. You know that. I guess maybe there could be a gateway hiding in the main base and the Nexus could be delayed because he doesn't have vision on that, but maybe just playing it safe, I guess. Really, really safe. 8 lings for nothing. For no aggression at all. It's really a problem for Hyuk, I think. Taking that third base here at the Minerals Only expansion that we were talking about earlier. Obviously, same thing over here for GARIMTO. GARIMTO just seems like, again, just a funny dude. There's just a lot of stories on Wikipedia about him. I like to read about the players before I cast their matches to figure out who they are. Obviously, GARIMTO was elite way back in the day, way in the early stages of StarCraft Brood War. Like back, if you are talking about back when Artosis was professionally playing and back when Day 9 was professionally playing and in the US scene, like it was GARIMTO's scene in Korea at the time. And so that's that's just the difference. That's how things were back in the day. I mean, we're talking 20 years ago now. 2001 was 20 years ago, you guys. That's when GARIMTO was winning an OSL. What a boss. Hyuk, on the other hand, again, the younger upcoming Zerg player, he's doing everything right. He's got a lair coming up. Probably going to toss down a Spire here to deal with the very, not problematic, probable, that's the word I'm looking for there, probable Stargate. Cybernetics core is done. What's GARIMTO going to do? Another pylon. That's cool. And what are you doing? I see. I'm trying to find the Stargate here. He's a little bit late on his second level tech. There it is. Okay, so Stargate here. Where's the ramp that leads up to the thing? The Overlord going to try to scout that and maybe just running for its life, recognizing, okay, the Stargate doesn't take that while to build, or doesn't take that long to build. So I'm going to be worried about Corsairs here sooner rather than later. Interesting spire placement. Is that blocking this geyser? Maybe. Maybe it is. We'll have to see when that geyser gets taken. Citadel of a Dune coming in. This could be a DT Corsair style of attack. There's the ramp. Okay, so then the ramp comes up here. There's your base. Fancy pantsy. Trying to make sure that the Overlord is gone. The Dragoon is chasing him, but he is hoofing it out of here as fast as he can. This is Terry the Overlord, by the way. He is the first Overlord built in the game, and his name is Terry. That is traditional for all Overlords on the Falcon Paladin channel. Again, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you're here. I put up 5 Brood War casts every single week, you guys. It's so much Brood War for you guys. Spire finishing. I have 50,000 subs already. If you look at the number of casts that I have, I am incredibly consistent. I do not miss days, alright? So if you want StarCraft, if you want it 5 times a week, this is the place to go. I don't know where else you can go. Alright, so Templar Archives coming in here for GARIMTO. We got the Scourge out, though. Oh, nice. Oh, another pair of Scourge. Jeez, this is dangerous ground for year-old Corsair, but same flight speed here, which means the Corsair will not catch them. It's like 4.963. It is down to the 1,000th of a speed indicator, whatever we're talking about here. 4.963 or 693, one of the two. 1 Mutalisk in production. What? Why? Why is there 1 Mutalisk? Maybe that's an accident. Maybe you didn't mean to make 1 Mutalisk. 1 Mutalisk you only make against Terran if they have a lot of science vessels that are plagued, right? That's the only reason. Oh, did he? 1 hit. I think he got 1 hit off. Yeah, 1 hit off of the Corsair, but then there was a cannon coming up, so he just pulled back. No big deal. No problem. All right, so this is nice. This is really nice. 3 bases here for Hyuk. I can't shake the feeling he made too many Lings too early. So 8 Zerglings can be another 4 drones, man. 4 drones that he could have made in the early stages of the game, and that is just such a massive help. A massive help to your economy. It just snowballs from there. The earlier on you have more workers, the better your economy is in the mid-game and the late game. It's just, StarCraft 2 experimented with that. Now we start with 12 workers in StarCraft 2, and you can get maxed out. Anyone can get maxed out at like 7 or 8 minutes now, because that's how fast the game is. So we're gonna blah. Now I think this is stacked, and that's the reason this Archon is doing a lot of damage here. These are stacked temples. Somebody can correct me on that if I'm wrong. I feel like I might be. Oh gosh. 1. See, the turning. The turning is what kills you. When you turn, you lose a little bit of speed. Alright, well, Archon having a great time. Trying to come up here with some Lings and Hydras and chase them away from that back door. 3rd base coming up high ground. It's the minerals only expansion, Florida GARIMTO. APM for these players, about 300 apiece. Storm coming in, obviously, from GARIMTO. That's what you need. I don't know. Yeah, I think Hyuk is finding this a really questionable engage, too, at least with the Archon in the mix. If there's not the Archon, then maybe we do actually want to fight this. Here you go. All right. We're actually going to fight. The Ling's buffering. Yeah, see, the Ling's providing time for the Hydras to get damage off before the Zealots are right on top of them. That's fantastic. But the temple does go down. But see, there's a little space to squeeze in here on this side and this side. I do wonder if maybe bringing workers down to harvest these minerals gives access. Maybe it just removes the choke. See how like it's single file for these Hydras to come through? Maybe getting rid of these just makes it so more units can get up here at a time. I think that's probably what it is. Fair enough. Love this 4th base timing. It's pretty good. I mean, the 3rd base is just now coming in from the Protoss, so that's very reasonable. Now, this is the base that you want to set up with defense, right? You want to throw your Sunkens there. You want to defend the natural base, and you want to defend the 3rd base with Sunkens. This is a really, really nice Lurker Hydra Ling setup we're looking at the moment. Speed finally coming in for the Zerg player, which is a little bit funny that it's so late, but it's cool, I guess. He's got a Queen coming in, so I mean, Hyuk's timings are pretty fantastic. He's making 14 drones, too. So his economy is going to be pretty healthy. It's 56 workers for GARIMTO, though, which is just good gravy, maybe. Here comes the attack, and Storm just finished. DT in the mix here. Ooh, hacking away at Lurker. Did you not bring detection? Oh, Hyuk didn't bring detection with him on this field trip. I mean, I don't know that he would have gotten through anyway. There are at least 3 storms here, almost 4 storms on these High Templar. So, interestingly enough, that I don't know if that would have worked. It was a decent attempt, as it was. This Dark Templar's like, ooh, drone train. Get them. Get the drones. Yum. Get more drones. Oh, the drones fought back, and he didn't get any more kills. Unfortunate for him, Senor Dark Templar. Another lurker down. I don't think the lurkers have really paid for themselves here, but the good news is it is 52 workers for the Zerg player. He's on 4 bases. He's looking all right. The macro here for GARIMTO has been pretty nuts. He's at 60 workers already. 132 total supply, just largely gateway stuff. And by that I mean zealots. A lot of zealots. We're going to want plague sooner rather than later for Hyuk. You know how much I like plague. You know how much I like to yell the plague-oo. Modeling after those Korean casters that we've watched so many hours of, yeah? We do like their plague, and so does Falcon Paladin. Speaking of which, I'm thinking about designing a t-shirt based around the plague-oo concept, which, if you're interested, let me know. Just falconpaladin.store is where a lot of our designs are, so if you want to check that out, please do. And here comes an attack from GARIMTO. Got his zealots. They got +1 attack. It's at 145 supply to 117. This is a really, really nice window. I mean, yes, Protoss is going to be up a little bit here, but as we get to the 12-minute mark, it's where you start wanting to see elite Zerg players start to jump up in supply, even with the Protoss, and even get more than the Protoss, depending on what time of the game it is. Macro hatch, loving that stuff, loving the upgrades coming in here. Not going to be of use anytime soon, just because they do take a while to build and to research, but that's okay. This is another base? Dang, GARIMTO. He's going for a 4th at 12 minutes. That's a zippy, zippy 4th, man. Kind of like it, though. I like the expansion timings to be fast from the players that we're watching. We going for this? Kind of feels like we're going for this. At the very least, the observers, 2 stacked observers here. Ah, actually one of them stays alive because of the stacking. Oh, this storm is so good. This storm is so good. Oh my gosh, the storm is beautiful. Dude, GARIMTO, you have to realize, you just have to think, the reason he won OSL 1 in 2001 and 2002 was his storm. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The storm placements are gorgeous. It's a 10-kill High Templar on the field right now. He's got another storm ready. Ready for another storm? Yep. Gets another, like, 8 Zerglings before he dies. He definitely paid for himself. Man, alright, so this is just abject chaos. Hydra's doing pretty well for themselves. The Ling's looking pretty scary as well with their 1-1. Archon's just running for their Archon lives. Never mind, Archon's coming back in. There's a few Lurkers in the mix here too, which is fantastic, but the Lurker's getting focused down by the Archons. Joe storming his own Archon. I think that's what killed the Archon. Ah, that sucks. It's a little bit bad, but a lot of the Zerg players died for sure. Overlords are here just to make sure that there aren't any more Dark Templar. He's learned his lesson that way, but whoa, Lurker coming in from the left side. Link's coming in from the right side. Bit of an intense engagement here, but it looks like GARIMTO's going to be able to handle it because, again, these are Lurkers without Dark Swarm protecting them. There is a Defiler on the way. There is Consume on the way. But it's 93 to 125 total supply. The 4th base is happily up and running with a few cannons. GARIMTO looks like he's in a pretty commanding position here against Hyuk. Again, no real attacks on the bases of Hyuk here today. GARIMTO and the Zerg player have met in the middle of the map more often than not. Zealot trying to make sure, is there a base down this way? There's not. That's good news for me. Gonna assume he has this one. So he's got 4, but a 5th one would be problematic for me at the moment. Because we're on 4 base to 4 base. That just does not bode well for Hyuk here. He's getting a 5th base now. Once again, it is long after the 4th base for GARIMTO is done in this particular situation, which is bad. Moving down again. Again, Plague would be so good against this army. So good. I do love the pre-split we have here. Kind of nice, although the Lings are fighting on their own, which is not what they want to do. Man, I'm not even sure if Dark Storm's your right idea when there are this many Zealots with +2 out. Look at that Lurker die. Never mind, Lurker survives. Okay, double Dark Swarm is up, and that's going to make the Dragoons more useless, but the Storm is still good, the Zealots are still good. Archon's still pretty good, not 100% at capacity, but pretty good nevertheless. Defiler ready to rock, getting additional upgrades here. The Lurkers are sitting at +2 armor, +1 attack. Just going Ling. Hydra here. 2-2 on those Lings. Only 2 attack on the Protoss. Oh my gosh, a 5th base from GARIMTO. Dude, his macro has been just beautiful today. Taking down a couple cannons with these Lings, but not enough. Respawn's pretty good. Is there enough to save this base? These Lings aren't going to be enough, that's for sure. He's trying to make sure that reinforcements don't come down this way. He does push those dudes away, but his 5th base is toast. Like, that's just way too much damage output, and it is. That's a massive win for GARIMTO. I mean, the game's not over, but... Oh, Lings! Lings, you can get this Nexus! Lings, there's Dark Swarm protecting you guys if you want to jump right here. Oh, with 2 attack, I think you have Adrenal Glands. You can get... Okay, everybody comes in. Great. That works. We made it in the end anyway. Yeah, those cannons are not really gonna stand for anything, are they? Nope. Dark Templar just wandering through. Just killing Lurkers. So the base goes down. I mean, it was a cancel, not a killed, already finished base. Plague's on the way, but I wonder if it's too late is the problem. I mean, Dark Swarm's not going to help here at all, Mr. Defiler. I don't know what we're planning on. There it is. Okay, well. Dark Swarm comes up. Again, I don't know what the... Might as well throw something up. Probably going to die. I mean, you are going to die anyway. You see that writing on the wall. 191 to 119 supply. Hyuk is in all of the trouble. GARIMTO is maxed out at 191 supply. He's looking just incredibly strong here. If we look at it, +3 attack is now done for his units. A Plague right here would be the best Plague of all time. But Plague is not done, so we don't have it. Really no attacks on this base either. Hyuk. I do like that he took this down. That was nice. He lost a base, unfortunately, so it's kind of a base for a base trade, but the base count is definitely 100% favoring... Good grief. It's definitely 100% favoring the Protoss right now. The Storms are ridiculously good. Plague-oo! All over all of these units. Okay, this base is in a lot of trouble now. Units coming down. Reinforcements can't quite make it over here, but these guys are largely plagued. Archons holding court. Rot. But I don't know if there's enough to save this hatch. Where are the reinforcements? They're getting caught up on a couple of Dragoons. Hold on. Might be able to save the hatch after all. This is a lot of Zerg streaming in. And there are, Overlords, so DTs have nothing safe for them either. Ah, the Storm! Oh, the Storm. That was several more drones killed. 37 drones for Hyuk. After that Storm hit on another unit that was gonna die and cast one more spell before that death. Hey, look who reestablished the 5th base. That's right, GARIMTO did. He's fine. He's gonna do a ginormous 11 probe transfer over this way. Everything will be totally great. Man, it's 162 to 114 supply. I mean, Hyuk, he's done all right for himself. He's taken this base, which is great. He did save this base, but a lot of drones died. But saving the base is the most important thing. He's got drones sitting out. This is just bad rally. Sitting out in the middle of the map, accomplishing nothing. Don't know why. We're back with more +3 Zealots, in case you were wondering. That's what GARIMTO was into here. He's into Zealot production and Storm, with a couple Archons for anti-air purposes. Zergling's trying to make sure, is this a safe base to try and take? The answer is maybe, except there's a DT sitting on it that we are not aware of because he's invisible and we didn't bring detection with us. It's a thing, Hyuk. There we go. He brought detection with him. Huzzah! I was going to say, Hyuk has had some struggles with that. Are we really not in range to attack each other with this? The Zealots are not, or the Zerglings are not aggroing onto that guy. Go figure, whatever. Reaver production on the way. Scarab damage upgrade for GARIMTO 2. don't know where this lurker is. There's lurker sounds. Oh, he's trying to kill these. Okay, cool. Temple down. Nice, I guess. I guess it gives him access to this base in case he needs to defend it. So that's fair. Dark Templar really can't get in here because there are 2 Sunkens, and there's detection. And there's an Idis Canal for instant reinforcements. And we're going for it, man. We were maybe going for it. The spread on the lurkers is good. Oh, that's such good spread on those lurkers. This is beautiful stuff. Plague-oo! Over a lot of those zealots. A couple Archons catch it too. Again, they don't care, but the zealots do. That is a lot of just knockdown HP on these dudes. That's of the 160 HP they have, Plague takes almost 100 of it away. Incredible. Okay, this storm placement, nice Plague there though. Pays for it with his life. The storm placement from GARIMTO is just elite. Elite Protoss level storms. This guy, like, I know he's not current, but man, it is so good to see some of these legends from back in the day. Again, this game is, you know, not 20 years old. It's probably about 10 years old, but still. Just his storm placement is sick. Ultralisk Cavern on the way from Hyuk. It's still like 200 to 150 supply in favor of the Protoss. I don't see a fantastic path for Hyuk to win this. The problem with this map is you have to go through the middle to get anywhere, right? If you try to attack this base, you got to go through the middle first. So that's why all of our engagements have been in the middle instead of taking other roundabout paths. There are no other paths to take. This isn't like fighting Spirit where you can take a couple different angles to get to bases. All roads go through Rome on this particular map. And I wonder if it was better when this was high ground and you kind of just went around. You had different separate paths, right? Left and right to go places. Maybe it was easier to handle. I don't know. Either way, another really concerted attack here, though. It's just small groups of Zerg, man. There's not enough here to handle this. And trickling in bits at a time. I don't know what these Scourge are going for, but they're dead now. So that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we see the orange streaming in from all different angles, trying to jump on top of these guys, but they're just late to the party. Holy smokes. Well, this base is a dead man zone. Not sure what that Archon pathing is trying to do exactly, but did he thought about going for this base. There is Storm here, though. Wait, he is going for this base. Yeah, that hatch is toast. I mean, that's just way, way too much Protoss. Gosh, the Storms. Okay, the Storms are sick. But that's still about 8 dead High Templar, which is not good. That's a good way to maybe get back in this game, is killing 8 High Templar. Yeah, just Reaver your way out of here. I know there's some lurkers out here. It's not that scary, though. Oh, Hydra. Ah, Hydra's got the shuttle. Were there two Reavers in there? Oh, no. There were 2 Reavers in there. Also, the Observers got sniped. So now the lurkers are way better than they were. 3-2 on those dudes. The Archon's sitting here at 3-2-2. Haha. Superior upgrades, but they're also more available. I love this base. Okay, so it is 2 mining bases here from the Zerg player. 2 mining bases here from GARIMTO. The Protoss, I don't know. Being on even base count, it's not great. Also, these Hydras are all dead. I'm not sure if they know that they're dead, but they are running for their little Hydra lives at the moment. It looks like GARIMTO wants to take this base too. He's trying to sneak out with this little group of guys, and he just doesn't. He doesn't trust himself to do it. It's very strange. You guys, you know, you're super cool Archons. You don't have to worry about this. Ah! The Zealots made it in. What? Why do I feel like they could have gotten the hatchery if they all focused it? But instead they took down 2 Sunkens. Really, no drones died, which is like no drones and your hatchery not dying when 6 or 7. Well, I guess 1 drone died there. 6 or 7 3-3 Zealots show up. You're pretty pleased about that, I think, if you're the Zerg player. That went fairly well for him, I believe. It's still 181 of 115 supply. Like, If you're watching this, you kind of feel like maybe things are okay for Hyuk, but 69 workers for the Protoss. He just happily mining from 2 bases. This is not a map where you're going to have 4 mining bases at the same time very often. It's kind of spread out with few mining opportunities that way. Yeah, I just think we need incredible amounts of Plague, obviously. 3-3 upgrades. I can't argue with the upgrades for Hyuk here. Both the melee and the missile attack upgrades are 3-3. Where it's 3-2-2 here for the Protoss. This is not a good angle for the Protoss to jump into. Okay, maybe with a bajillion storms, it's a better angle to jump into. Oh my gosh, so much good storm here. Lurker doing some damage. Ends up dying with 0 total kills. A bit of an embarrassment. Another pretty good storm. He's so good at catching lings that are right on top of his units and not killing his units. I mean, we did see him kill an Archon with Storm earlier today, but that was really the only one. Yeah, these Archons are putting in work. 13 kills on that one. 9 kills on that one. Some of the kills might have come from when they were High Templar. That does get carried over into the Archon, but nevertheless, really, really cost-efficient gas usage here. Like, I wish Ultras were as good as Archons are. I just do. Ultras are so expensive, but they can't shoot up. They don't do splash damage. It's such a mess, like, compared to what these guys are capable of. Yeah, so these guys were stuck for a little bit. They're out now. We're doing just fine, thanks. And Archon attack sound is one of my favorite things in all of StarCraft. Just so auditorially satisfying. What is that word? Auditorially. That's not a word at all. There's a word for it. I know there is. My brain's not coming up with it at the moment, though. Somebody will tell me, hey, an Ultralisk is on the way. Speak of the devil, and they shall appear. 1 Ultralisk in production. Oh, this base is done. Where the heck is the defense here? Guys? No? Alright, well. 197 to 77 total supplies is not going well. It's really only 1 mining base for GARIMTO right now, which is kind of awesome for Hyuk, but he doesn't have the army supply to compete with this giant Protoss death ball. Yeah, so this base is done. And that's your good game. Yep, fair enough. He's out. Hyuk taps out, and GARIMTO is your winner. Final storm on all of the drones there. A bit of a brutal play there at the end of the game for GARIMTO, but hey, can't really blame him. All right, well, great game there from GARIMTO. Sorry, Zerg players, but I think GARIMTO is just a little bit too hard for Hyuk to handle. A little bit too good. Man, that was... I think those were some elite storms. And I think I have an understanding why he won back-to-back OSLs back in 2001 and 2002. I need to look for more replays from this dude. All right, man. So Hyuk had the right idea, right? Dark Swarm, Plague, maybe some Ultralisks, but he just didn't have the gas income to support Ultralisks. 400 gas, and the Ultralisk did not pop. Anyway, that was some really good Protoss, man. And other than canceling this Nexus when it was being built, the probes in this game lived a very, very safe lifestyle, right? No drops, no Mutalisk harass, nothing. I wish we could see how many probes died in this game. Maybe 1 or 2? Maybe? No bases down. Except for that one that was canceled. All right, so 28 minutes here. 267,000 points for Hyuk, 300 for GARIMTO. Produced 800 to 300 produced here for the Zerg, but man, a 7-to-2 kill death ratio is insanely good for GARIMTO. Storm playing a huge part in that. Archon Splash playing a huge part in that as well. Both players raising a bunch of buildings. Not great for the Zerg player when that happens. And then just out gas mind, out mineral mind, and out total spent the Zerg player was. You can't do that. You can't win a game against an Elite Protoss when this is what your thing looks like. You need to out-expand them, outspend them, and you will have a better fighting chance at this. Whew. All right. Incredible, incredible stuff. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.